Wait, that room wasn't there before. I don't think. Never Harding must have put my pack here. Makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things. Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look at it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done. There she is. The woman I knew I was. I did the work, I stuck with it, and now I get to see her every time I look in the mirror. Best drink of my whole life. Fresh water from this pitcher after Varric and I got out of the trap set by that double-crossing noble. We didn't know how close he was to the throne of Ravain, or that stopping him would get me kicked out of the Lords of Fortune until the heat dies. If I'd been a little bit less proud of myself, the Queen might not have blamed the Lords for what happened. I have to get better at seeing the big picture. A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me the scroll went back to even before Tevinter. Said that elves had a rich history, even more than the rest of us. That history looked better before Elgar'nan and Gillinan came back and started blighting everything. The ever-turning orb. My final training project as an apprentice. I spent months finding the precise balance of energy flows to make the enchantment permanent. I could have used more time learning to cast spells while someone swings a sword at me, and less time on floating orbs. Right. That's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or relaxing? Maybe if I clear my mind.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. I am, after all, remembered as the god of lies, treachery, and rebellion.
So you're gonna be insufferable about it. See, this is the reason nobody likes you.
I led a rebellion for centuries that culminated in the creation of the Veil and the destruction of the Elven Empire.
Okay, this is among the reasons nobody likes you.
My information was accurate. Now you realize that the danger is real.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and...
I stopped you, didn't I?
You disrupted the ritual.
Yeah, I did. Even though I'm nowhere near as powerful as you.
Your plan is to tell me how powerful you aren't?
Back in the Lords of Fortune, I was hired to accompany this noble who was hunting for an old relic. The noble betrayed us and left us to die in an ancient ruin collapsing around us.
But you escaped with your team and then tracked down and prevented the noble from selling the relic to the Venatori.
How do you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that powerful opposition doesn't frighten me. I find a way to get the job done, whatever it takes.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The Elven Gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
I don't understand. Elgernon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the Elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
What would they need to do to free the Blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
I'm not going to bend a knee to blighted, murdering monsters just because their ears are pointed like mine. I don't think many other elves are going to either.
Agreed. Elgernon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elgernon and Gillenane.
Thank you. I'll go poke at the cruel and corrupt, and we'll see what we find.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes, I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demetis crossing...
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? That scheming noble locked us up inside that tomb. Tightest corner I've ever been in. But you kept your cool. Fought off the Guardians. Discovered an escape route.
And triggered a cave-in.
The big one. Ravani leaders lined up to yell at you for that, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus in the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
It doesn't matter how I feel about it. We can't stop the gods without what he knows.
And there you go. You don't have to love him to deal with him.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team. Nev got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
Demetis Crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You took him back to the Veil Jumpers.
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime. You can stop fussing over me. See what the others are up to.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Blara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
Working with a feared mage killer doesn't bother you?
As long as he doesn't have a contract out on us, we're fine.
You think a trained killer will like us?
What's not to love? The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years, but the Crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
This is great. Thanks, Nev.
It's what I'm here for.
You said the Crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter Authority...
Won't help and can't be trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
These people sound great. I mean, if they're anything like you.
No one's as good as they seem, but they try.
So, we talked to the Crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either, if Balara's ready for us.
Yeah, should check how things are going.
Toldar, it's a Tunal. VeilGuard, Velos Atreitum. But Velos Atreitum is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal. I remember. After you touched the dagger. The prayer, the proclamation. Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
You're not hearing a word I'm saying, are you?
Uh-huh.
You know you're adorable, right?
Sure, whatever you think is best. Hmm? What? What's happened?
I said you're adorable.
You're poking fun at me.
I would never poke fun. I respect you too much.
Is that so?
100%. So what's Isatunal?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time. All spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
What's important is that you're happy.
Happy? Happy's not it. Whole. Right, maybe. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for. Almost there. I just have to... Shit! Sorry. Can I, help?
No, I've got it.
Mostly. Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it.
What is that place? If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us, freedom of ways. I wonder... If you have an idea what that place is, Balara, share it. We don't have time to waste.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The Wolf's Fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more sad.
We have no idea what or who they are. So let's be careful. We need to be ready for anything.
and we still don't know what this alluvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, Dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
Can you help us? I get the feeling this is no place to get lost.
The Evenurus hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The crossroads is in a time of need, Dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements. Light roots and magical seals? What's through there? Here, this dock seems sturdy. So you can ferry us to the other islands?
Winds await, Dweller.
I'll take that as a yes.
To other shores. The spirits here were driven out, Refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
Ancient defenders aren't very discerning.
We are unstoppable. I call for more. The gods demand more. Strike them again.
The Fade Tear. That's where they're breaking through.
Guess we can thank the gods for that. Here we go!
The Guardians can't hold them off for long. something inside it? An altar to a wolf. But I know who that's for.
I am your vessel!
I am empowered!
I'm on it.
The path can be breached. Bring what the gods have hidden. Dweller, this binding can be thwarted. Find the answer.
Watch ahead.
The gods' blight and blood magic has sealed the way. Only their champion may open it.
A champion?
It dwells on this island. Challenge the champion and claim its essence. This path will open to you.
Champion we're looking for. Watch yourselves.
You gotta move!
something.
Well, that's done.
That's the essence we need. It's cold. Hope I don't have to carry it for too long.
As the gods' champion passed freely, so will you.
That's a lot of Illuvians, and they're all intact. I wonder where they lead.
Time to find out. Treviso, one of the finest cities in Antiva, now living under occupation. Let's hope our crow contact can meet us.
Welcome to Antiva. You must be Rook.
And you're Andreatea Cantori, of the Crows?
Thea, please. Come. My associate Viago is gathering the others. We can talk business when we arrive.
Your powerful reminder that we are here to enforce your safety.
The documents, it's all there.
Slowly. Have your papers in order next time.
Of course. Yes, I'll be more mindful.
Good. My friend says come with us.
All right. I'm not trying.
The unarmed soldiers have made themselves comfortable.
We have suffered their company for too long. The Antam reached a stalemate in their war with Tevinter. Some turned here instead. Antiva was rich, comfortable, and has no standing army to stop them.
All kinds of crystals here, both magical and natural.
I've got wares from all over the world, if you'd like to take a look.
You went to the physician.
She stitched it well enough. Gave me what she could to ward infection.
What she could.
The Antam confiscated half her supplies. Said they needed for their army.
For our flag.
It must be hard dealing with the Antam.
This occupation will not last. The Antivan crows remain. And one day, I will see a knife through every would-be tyrant's throat.
She didn't come back. She said too much.
We have arrived.
A casino? Nice setup.
Welcome to the Cantori Diamond.
You're the client.
This is Rook. Did you want a drink? I promise not to let Viago near it.
Viago de Riva, 5th Talon. And this is Caterina de la Morte, 1st Talon of the Crows.
An honor. And you are?
Ilario de la Morte, her grandson. What brings you here?
Right. My target is a pair of elven gods, or that's what they call themselves. They're ancient blighted mages. My detective says you have a man who brought blood mages and Venatori to their knees.
Lucanis. My grandson. They called him the Demon of Virantium. He was the one who did those jobs.
Exactly who we're after.
Except Lucanis de la Morte is dead. He was killed a year ago.
What I say doesn't leave this room. The body our people brought back was not my grandson. It was dressed in his clothing, but it had been altered with blood magic to have his face.
My cousin is still alive? And you didn't think to tell me?
His ship was attacked. We knew someone sold him out. So you kept your suspicions to yourself.
But you've brought it up now. Why?
I've had eyes on the Venatori ever since they took my grandson from me. They were hunting your dread wolf. And what you did to his ritual threw them into disarray. They made mistakes, and now I have a location. The Ossuary, where the demon of Virantium is kept. Find this Ossuary. Free Lucanis. You'll have your god killer. And I'll have my grandson.
Come. Katerina arranged a boat. One of our mages will meet us there.
A boat?
Did you think the Venatori would keep a normal prison? Or that one could hold the demon of Virantium? The ocean lies beneath the sea. I learned mere minutes ago.
Secret and excessive. Sounds like Venatori.
You're not happy Caterina kept this from you.
Would you be? Lucanis is family. Maybe she thought I'd act too rash if it meant saving him. And now, who can say if he's even still alive? There, you take the boat.
Are you coming with us?
It's possible we've been watched. If all of us vanish from the dock, you play the alluring hero. I know Treviso. If we have a tail, I have a better chance of distracting their interest.
So how do we get in?
You'll see.
Someone or something already took down the guards.
Might work in our favor, but something's wrong here. Let's hope we find our demon alive.
Look! So this is the ossuary. This doesn't look like any prison I've seen. Not going that way.
The Venatori set up shop in an elven ruin. It's a wonder anything works.
I can't believe all this is underwater. If the enchantments containing this place ever failed...
Nervous about that, or the job in general? Not everyone deals with the Antivan crows, and lives to tell about it.
We're up against gods. A demon might come in handy.
A barrier. Whatever's in there, the Venatori really want it to stay put.
Then we break through. All right, we're almost through. We don't have to fight. We're just here for Lucanus de la Morte. Get ready.
Rising Hail, Dragon of Mystery! Lucican, Dragon of Night! Hear your faithful call!
I'm guessing you're the reason we're here.
Who are you? Who sent you?
My name's Rook. Katerina sent me.
Katerina. But you're not a crow.
And you're possessed by a demon.
It's complicated.
Katerina promised us Mage Killer if we broke you out of here.
I can still work.
Good, because I'm pretty sure more Venatori are on their way. We have to get moving.
They have a vial of my blood. They can use it to control me. I cannot leave it in their hands. And I had a contract when I was captured. One of my targets is here, Caliban. Crows don't break contracts.
All right, we'll help. But in return, I want help killing some things.
I'll owe you.
I'm sure we'll owe each other before this is all over. Let's go. So, first order of business?
Blood first, then my target, Caliban, the prison warden.
Where do we find them?
In the tower, there's a bridge.
Not anymore. We'll have to find another way across.
Mages, my specialty.
I feel
All right, one of them has a key.
The blood vial. Where do we go?
Caliban keeps it under guard. Blood is the only thing that can bind a demon. If they lose it,
Then it's chaos. Wait, were they torturing demons? How? Why?
they didn't all start out as demons. Zara made sure they ended up that way.
Zara?
Zara Renata. There might be a higher-ranking Venatori somewhere, but I don't know of one. This place is all her.
Possessed corpses must be common in a place like this.
Zara Renata's work. This place exists for her to make new, worse kinds of demons.
Venatoria ahead.
Mine.
Never heard of an abomination who wasn't a mage.
I've seen demons possess corpses, ashes, and hair ones.
At least this one's got good taste. So, the vial of blood the Venatori took from you,
It's for blood magic, to control me, and the demon. Until it's gone, I cannot touch Caliban.
Okay, now what?
What are you? Fine. He says he can get us across.
Who is he?
The demon. He says there's something here. Something he can grab hold of in the Fade. It's close. As you wait.
The demon pulled all of that from the Fade?
I'm as surprised as you.
Eyes open. Venatori is all its creation. I'm surprised they lost control.
Blood mages, they never were. Zara can summon all of the demons she wants, but they don't have to obey her.
Your steps become this weakness.
Zara want all these undead for?
Nothing. Those are the failures.
If those are failures, what does success look like?
She took the best results out a few days ago, but some of the demons she created are still here.
Colivan. You said he's the one in charge?
No, he's a lackey. He runs this place for a powerful magister. He was my target a year ago. Now we both want him dead.
We meaning?
Demons don't forgive.
That's not good.
We may not have much time.
This way. There's a shortcut.
Lead the way.
As you wish. I'm on it.
Any clue where to start? Or we'll find those on the way.
I know it's here. We can smell it.
These people, they were tortured.
Very few people survive Colivan's rehabilitation.
You did. We need to get that barrier down. Find the crystals that power it.
2 left.
There. Just one crystal.
That's it. The barrier should be down.
Let's see what's on the other side.
Venatori never do anything subtle. Look at that thing.
There. That's the one. It has to be. Of course. Easy enough. Finally gone.
So now what?
Now we find Caliban.
Anything we should know about Caliban?
You want to hear about his torture methods or something else? We didn't chat.
It's fine. We can talk about something else. What's Katerina like?
After so long in this pit, I barely remember.
Oh, this was entirely unnecessary. Zara and her little jests. He's already the demon of Virantium. Won't this be ironic? Hilarious. And now look at the mess you've made of my facility. She always leaves me to clean up.
So this is Caliban.
He is.
The target I was sent for a year ago. A crow never abandons a contract.
No! I will not be a victim like the others! I will have order! I refuse to fall! I will not be defeated!
The crows send their regards.
So we got your target.
Yes. The job's done.
Smells like blood. Ashes. Not done, not yet.
So we can leave, right? Lucanus? Right?
Careful. They know we're not right.
You cannot see him. I wondered.
We clearly have things to discuss. Somewhere else.
Agreed. I think it's time I got some air. Shall we go?
I'm ready to get out of this place.
Imagine how I feel.
Make it.
Lucanis, what happened here? A message from Zara Renata. I can't believe it. You're home. Zara? Her people got this close?
The woman who runs the prison.
The Venatori witch who captured me.
Revenge for the breakout, maybe?
Where's Katerina?
She's...
The Venatori caught her in their confusion. I get one of you back, only to lose the other.
Lucanus, I'm so sorry.
I need to work.
Are you sure? You should take some time.
I don't need time. I need a target. You just got here, and already you want to leave again? Katerina gave me a contract. I'm not breaking the last deal she ever made. And I owe Rook. Once that's done, I'll come home.
I'll return him in one piece.
Thank you. Cousin, when you find Sarah, I need to be there.
We are under attack. Antam on one side and Venatori on the other. Forget revenge. We need you.
No, Viago. Sarah came for us here, in my house. She took Katerina from my house. You find her and cut her heart out, Lucanis. Vi and I will hold down the fort.
I'll give her your regards, Thea.
For Katerina.
The crows had lost a talon, but the demon of Virantium was free at last. Sooner or later, debts new and old would come due. And they would all be paid in blood.
They're the same thing. Mostly, kind of.
Except one will manipulate you, or kill you, or both.
But how do you get rid of them?
What's everyone talking about?
Spite.
The demon in Lucanus. When a person gets possessed, the demon usually takes control.
And they turn into a monster. The spirit just molds them however they want.
I've heard of abominations being cured by killing the demon in the Fade. That's not a sure bet, though.
Well, there's one way, but it's, well, we'd have to,
You'll have to kill me.
That can't be the only solution. Can't we reason with Spite, maybe? Persuade it to leave?
Talk doesn't work on Spite.
She won't hurt you. How sweet.
I want to talk to her!
Before we do, well, let's think this through some more. There has to be a solution.
I have people in Marathas I can ask, but I wouldn't get my hopes up.
All right. So what next?
Let me talk to them! I want to talk to
Lucanus!
Nope. It's fine. I'm fine.
What did he do that for?
Throwing a tantrum when he doesn't get his way?
But he could just take you over, make you do what he wants.
It's, not great, but kind of good news, in a way.
He's done this before? Enough that you just shrug it off?
He'd do this in the ossuary. The Fate does whatever his spirit wants. Real walls and chains, not so much. Just give me a minute. He'll get bored once everyone leaves.
I know things have been complicated, but I'm glad you're here, Lucanus.
Contract aside, I owe you a debt.
Lucanus.
Please.
Antiva is in rough shape under the Antom's occupation. I should see how the crows are doing.
The fires are lit.
Occupied. The insult of it.
It's more than insulting.
It's salt in the wound. And that is my point.
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
Neither of you strike me as the bloodthirsty sort.
Our shared enemies deserve our worst.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord Butcher Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
You're in charge? Antiva has a king.
And the power of a king is enforced by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
Gods care about taking Treviso?
The Butcher wants Treviso. The gods may just want the Antam.
But Antam distrust magic and outright fear demons. They should be enemies.
Power can turn anyone against their own interests. Their own...
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the Butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information? Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
Butcher Dathrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
Helping the crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our crow and help with his contract.
Find your crow. Then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost too much to this occupation.
Greetings, Rook. I am Air, one who provides training for Antivan crows.
You're not a crow yourself?
Not as such, but we are frequently at their service. That answer suits them, as it should suit you.
I'm always open.
You're new as well, right? I'm D'Antonia Chavez.
Dimitri. Just Dimitri.
Hello. Never mind.
Back on the ground soon. Keep a grip. Almost there.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable.
Get ready.
Finish this! Now's your chance! Time to finish it.
As you wish.
So, you're not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious. Trouble ahead. Clear. You're keeping an eye on me. Is it the demon or the mage killer name?
Maybe I want the secrets of your coffee supplier.
That's not...
Don't flatter yourself too much. I don't trust anyone on first meeting, and I keep an eye on everything.
Well, if you do want coffee, let me know.
How's your day? I've been learning how to make...
Everybody here used to sneer at Canary inside the bar. Now the Antam are in charge, and these horns are my ticket to better things. People complain, but I think this city's doing better under the Antam.
Not a problem.
I'm glad I donated so much to Treviso's charitable causes. A good deed, especially when noted by the right people. A full belly solves all problems. That's what my father said before he passed the restaurant to me.
Not even an army stops the Treviso market.
Almost feels like home.
Want to try anything on?
Welcome to the Dapper Duelist. While magic is outlawed under the Anthem,
The Anthem almost shut us down because they don't like magic. But once I explain...
We have all sorts of medicines here for all sorts of people. You need anything for your comfort? You let Tia know. We have herbs for everything.
Can I interest you?
Greetings.
Shiny?
I've never travelled, but when this war is over, I'm going to go everywhere.
Welcome. A pleasure to help.
If the butcher cares so much for Treviso, he'll make sure we have the proper ingredients for this risotto. I'm not Anton. I'm Rithari. Healer. I'm Hel.
The elven way to greet people is Andaran Artishan. It's such a pretty language.
Cafe later?
Good night for it.
Welcome back.
All our clothing is resistant to blood.
What?
So, the demon of Virantium.
The name wasn't literal when I got it.
No, but the reputation that went with it.
I suppose I earned it.
And then some, assuming my sources are accurate.
Past reputation means nothing when your current contract's still open.
I know the feeling.
Targets. Streets are still. Round top. We can take up the. We cannot afford another. The dwellers. The dreamers. They will not be easy. Bunch of Antam stopped me on my way to work. Demanded to
There's the place. Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested. We've got Antam between us and our crows.
Then it's a bad day for the Antam.
Don't worry. Pea and Viago sent us.
You with the goddess? Yes! Kill them! Kill the Antam! Goddess of rain, watch it! They killed Darren! They killed my cousin!
Stay in cover.
They're weak on the left. Gut them!
Not half bad!
Got us from a distance.
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Darren, my cousin. They... Please, you have to finish Darrett's contract. It's about the butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then... someone has to finish this for Dareth. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
We should see if Dareth had any information on him. That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Taya and Viago. Just follow the marks.
There will be a trail of marks left by previous crows. It will lead us right to it.
I've spotted them around the city. I think there's one nearby on the walls.
Let's go look.
Crow mark. Perfectly thrown.
That's gotta be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out. Another mark this way.
The market never stops, even during occupation.
I meant to pick up more spices. Another time.
Here's another crow mark.
We've got food and herbs to help your body find the perfect balance.
Our next crow mark. This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere. The butcher is making poison. Comic.
I've heard of it. It does things to your mind. Nothing pleasant.
If I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Antam brought in a comic master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further. Down.
You know, you're somewhat famous among the Shadow Dragons. At least the Demon of Virantium is.
Famous or infamous?
Because you're a mage killer. You turned that title on the Venatori. That's a point in your favor.
I saw some of the Shadows work before. Well, anyway, their good opinion is worth it.
Hang on. Take them out, quick!
Oh, look at that. That's one for us.
We're in. Let's find the comic master.
Treviso is ours. Obey my example, and the cattle will fall in line.
This place is forbidden!
You cannot forbid the crows! Yeah!
Well, you, an outsider, time to test my gift. I am will made flesh, so much flesh. Finally, like the butcher design has come to me. Prove my worth.
I'm here on behalf of the crows, poisoner.
Poison. You face the gift of the gods. The strength of gift.
He can still talk? What, blinded like this?
Who asks questions after it's dead?
Now's your chance!
Keep at it. We can't let this thing out.
We reign.
Think we've just about got it. Done. The comic master's dead.
Good riddance.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening. Wait, this note says that wasn't all the comic. The Butcher's angry because some went missing.
Who got their hands on it?
No idea. But the note does mention the Butcher's inside trader. The occupation had help. Taya and Viago need to know they were right.
Are you out of your minds?
Someone had to act.
They most certainly did not. I told you crows to stay out of this.
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place.
Circuses charge admission. We did all that for free.
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the Butcher.
We have other enemies too. The gods are involved, corrupting some Antam, making them monsters.
And the Butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it.
Killing the butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
You're accusing them? One of their crows died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
We're allies. Of course I'll help.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The Butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor.
The spirits are returning.
They should be safe now, with the defenders on alert.
What do spirits spend money on? Never mind. What do you have?
volunteered. I mean, what kind of veil jumper would say no? I only wish I'd been able to bring my Fade tuner, get some readings. I suppose you're right. We all need to make sacrifices.
What's this? It looks like an entryway. What's going on here?
That spirit. It's a prisoner.
You're awake. How's your head? The guards really knocked you about.
Well, it's...
Do you remember our mission? Gillenane's lab. The wolf sent us to infiltrate her testing grounds. Things didn't go perfectly to plan, but the wolf smuggled in help. A key. If you can fight, grab the key and we'll run for it. Just be ready for whatever the witch has in store.
It's like all she sees is another ancient elf. One of Solas's agents? This is a memory. We're seeing Solas's past.
Ah, freedom. We'll move faster if we split up. See you ahead.
Blight, be careful.
Is it just me, or does it look worse than usual here?
These are more than just memories. Fight! So Gillenane was experimenting with Blight and Darkspawn. The Blight infested her lab. If it's a memory, let's go with it. We need to find our way out before Gillenane finds us.
Wolf, you came for us. Your key was enough.
This unnatural corruption demanded my personal attention. It is strong. It has already blocked the escape route I had planned. We will need another way to the surface.
Let's all split up and find it.
I will destroy what corruption I can. You must cut through these monstrosities before Gillenane unleashes something worse.
Solas sounded rattled.
He was afraid of the Blight.
You see boundless creation and choose to destroy it? Learn respect for the life that will succeed you.
She's using the testing grounds against us. time to go.
Free! And faster than anticipated. Perhaps you and your allies warrant more study.
Got company. Through Gillinane's prized specimens.
If these darkspawn are from long ago, why do they look so familiar? It's almost as if...
Maybe the darkspawn we've been seeing aren't new. Maybe they're old.
Here, the blessing you denied.
Wolf, help me! Ah!
Damn! Gillinane got her!
My blood! I'm burning! Ah!
Look out!
You would unleash a blight on this world and call it a masterwork! You, who are the most sensitive of us!
All that I am belongs to the pursuit of creation. You chose to constrain yourself. I must climb to the heights only understood by gods. I go now to join them.
Wolf, you are greater than any of them. Please, help me.
Come on. Be the god she needs. Help her.
I am so sorry I failed you. There is only one way I can help you now.
Wolf.
This place and the corruption within it must be eradicated. No trace can be allowed to spread. Go. Your work here is done. There is no need for you to witness what I must do.
It's over. Solus destroyed the lab, the blight that was here, and his agent.
I'm sure he sees some greater good. The people in his way to get there, not as much.
This fragment might tell us more.
published exactly, but I do produce a pamphlet for local Fade scholars. I never imagined. Well,
The deeper currents. abundance.
Ah, Rook.
I thought I'd give you time to settle in.
It's not as though I had much to unpack. All's well. I would kill for a decent cup of coffee, though.
Have you? For coffee, I mean.
Not today. You've got questions. You might as well ask them.
You're the best mage killer in the Antivan Crows. So how'd the Venatori catch you?
Someone set me up. I had a contract for Colivan, in the ossuary. I took a ship from Treviso to Inrathus. They were waiting for me. Knew which ship and when it would arrive. I don't know how they convinced the Crows I was dead, but I woke up in the ossuary with Zara gloating about it.
When you have nothing but bad choices, better to take the one that saves you.
And now comes the rest of my life. Our life. Leave Spite to me. If he's trapped in this world, he has good reason to fight for it. For now, I must honor our contract. Gods, magic, politics. Things are going to get very bloody. For me,